$1 million barbecue. Here we go. 1, host a barbecue. 2, invite the people with the spark. Who knows what I'm talking about? Some people have the spark. They've got the little flame inside, and you can tell when you meet them, you can see it in their eyes that they got a little bit of vigor. And sometimes the spark is not kindled yet. Sometimes they're not having momentum yet, but they got the little glimmer in their eye. Who knows what I'm talking about? Invite people with the spark. The alternative is like drones, like the masses. They don't give a fuck. All they want to do is feed and fuck and watch TikTok and get married and have a white picket fence and 2 smelly kids in suburbia. And they're like, oh, that'll do. Here's what you're going to do at the $1 million barbecue. You're going to ask each guest, how do you plan to make $1 million in the next year? And by the way, you're not going to do this at any random barbecue, like at your family barbecue, is because they're not probably interested in the $1 million barbecue. But it's a planned thing, right? And so everyone sort of agrees they're there for this reason. Is like, how do you plan to make $1 million in the next year? The answer is 1, your simplified revenue statement. Well, my plan over the next year is to get 2,000 people to pay us $100 every month. And then number 2 is roughly the strategy, the mud map of the strategy. The next question is, what does your life look like when you achieve that? You get clear. Well, I'll be able to retire my wife or my husband. I'll be able to send my kids to this school or that school and do this education system, take everyone through the breakthrough experience, for example. What do you think will be the most challenging part of the plan? The most challenging part is going to be traffic. Mm-hmm. The most challenging part is putting together a product. The next question is, what part of the plan do you feel most certain about? And I want you to write that down too. Share value if you can, be as candid and transparent as possible. You do a role reverse so that you get both people, ask both people. After everyone's met at the $1 million barbecue, you do a group discussion, and on the board, you write down what were the most common challenges. What you'll be able to see is that some people are having challenges with traffic and content creation, for example, and there'll be someone else in the group who's a very masterful content creator. And so that's how you can create a $1 million barbecue where you can start helping each other. Then after the barbecue is a raging success, you set a date 1 year in the future, and you come back and you check in and hold each other accountable. $1 million barbecue.